So, Shravan, can you tell me the difference between string and string builder?
Yeah, so the basic difference is string is a immutable, and
Mm-hmm.
string builder is immutable, and also string we can for example in string builder we can append. There is a method called append which help us to add values to the string builder.
Mm-hmm.
This is the basic difference between string and string builder.
Okay, so why would you use string builder or why would you use string?
Yeah. So when I want to store a value, uh, I go for a normal string. And for
Mm-hmm.
example, if for example there is a case where we need to iterate over the string and I want to reverse the string. So I
Mm-hmm.
can go for I can create a I can create a variable for string builder and I
Mm-hmm.
can append each character over the string. So I can get the value of the reverse of the string in the string builder.
Okay.
Likewise,
So, Shravan, that we could do using string alone as well, right?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
and
So
also
what I can do, I can declare a empty string. Then I will iterate my string from back,
you can
and I can append that into that string, right? Using
yeah,
that concatenation. So,
and
mm,
yeah. So
yeah.
for also like I have read some kind is called which is a string builder is also used to store the passwords. For example, we normally change passwords every time, right? So we
Mhm.
can overwrite the password in the using string builder.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what is the actual difference that you should be telling in your interview. So what happens is, since strings are immutable, what will happen? Say you had a string A, now you want to concatenate that to a string B. So what will happen, since string is immutable? It JVM will create two strings. One is A, and then one AB. So what will happen when we keep on concatenating strings to a string? It will keep on creating objects. Okay,
Okay.
so your heap memory will be full because of so many strings. And since a string builder is mutable, so what it will do, it will not create new objects. Instead, it will append that. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that is the difference that you should be telling in your interview.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so Shravan, do you know what is an exception?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, can
Uh,
you tell me that?
yeah. Exceptions exceptions can be like uncheck the exceptions and uncheck the exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
So normally when we are trying to like exceptions can be caught using try catch and finally blocks. For
Mm-hmm.
example, when we are trying to divide a number with zero,
Mm-hmm.
so we know that it leads to it leads to an exception. So
Mm-hmm.
we and also for example why we are iterating over an array. But if you are trying to iterate an array over the length more than the array, so
Mm-hmm.
it will give the array index out of bound exception. So these are
Okay.
kind of exceptions. They are any types like compile game exceptions and runtime exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And also, for example, while we are reading or writing a file, you are
Uh-huh.
giving a path to that file uh,
Mm-hmm.
to read or write.
Yeah.
If you did not, if our JVM I could not find that file, it throws an exception called file IO exceptions like that. We have different types of exceptions.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So, Shravan, when this question is being asked to you, that what
Yeah.
is an exception? Okay. So, first try to explain what is an exception in one or two lines, right?
Okay.
Exceptions are abnormal conditions, okay, that
Okay.
disrupts the flow of your program. Okay,
Program. Yeah. Okay.
then you can go ahead and tell that exceptions are of two types: checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. Okay, then you
Okay.
can, if you want, you can give examples of checked exception, one checked exception and then one unchecked exception. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, very good. And Shravan, how comfortable are you with writing programs?
Yeah, I'm comfortable in writing
Okay.
one.
So can you share your screen and write a simple program for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you will have to swap two numbers
Okay.
without using the third variable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you give
Yeah. So
an
you take an example int a equal to 2 and int b equal to 3.
okay.
Now you will have to interchange their values without using the third variable.
Okay.
So content of b should be 2 and a should be 3.
Okay.
Hmm. सोनम थोड़ा दूर
Yeah,
जाके चिल्ला लो
like
भी.
in this case, I can normally use operations, additions and subtractions.
Shravan, can you repeat yourself?
Like I can use additions subtractions over these
Yeah,
values.
right, right. You can perform any operation on these, but you will have to interchange these values without using another variable.
Okay.
Okay. So, Shravan, what you can do if you get stuck anywhere or you need time to think, right?
Okay.
So, what happens is a interviewer, if you are not interacting during that duration, right?
Okay.
Interviewer will start losing the interest, right? Since
Okay.
you are thinking, but he doesn't know that what are you trying to do. So, what you can do, you can keep communicating in between and you can start discussing those questions, like you can say that here I'm trying to do a plus b. Okay, then what you do after that semicolon, right,
Yeah.
put a comment and write those values that you have written. So
Okay.
you will write a plus b. So that will be 2 plus 3, है ना? Right? 2 plus 3. So it has become 5. And then what you did, you have deducted 2 from it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you are again, you have got value of
B.
a as 3,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now can you write the expression to get b? Because now a contains 3
3.
after this step.
So in this step, in this step, what happens? A contains 3 and B also contains 3.
Yeah.
And
So
now
what
I need to get
now
B
you
value as 2.
yes, right. So how will you get that?
Uh, I can use 3. So in this contains A as, if I get another operator of 2, I can do. Um,
So what happens is what in first step actually to have you have combined two steps. In first step you will assign a plus b into a, okay, so that
yeah.
you have total of it. So you after first step you will have total as 5, right?
Yeah. So in the
After that you will do a minus b. So this time it will be 5 minus 3,
okay.
right? B
Yeah.
equal to a minus b. So you will get 5 minus 3, which is 2. So
Okay.
B will now contain value 2. Now can you write the third step? Write the second step once. A minus B.
So
B equal to A minus B.
now here
Okay. So now what will be the value of B after the line 10?
B contains 5 minus 2.
Yes.
Sorry,
So
5
B,
minus 3.
yeah.
Gives here 2.
So B is now 2. Now can you get A,
A I need to get 3. I can use A minus B.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shravan, if you are following our Telegram channel and YouTube channel, right? Today
Yeah.
only I have uploaded a video to explain this question because this is the most frequently asked question for 0 to 2 years of experience. Okay.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
have not watched, go and watch that, right? That will help
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Shravan, can you tell me what is a toString method in Java?
Okay. Two string methods is basically, for example, if you have a class with if you have an employee class K,
Mm-hmm.
and you are having several values.
Yeah, right.
In that case, we normally override toString method. It
Mm-hmm.
will gives you if it gives you a proper way of assigning those values to the employee
Mm-hmm.
in a normal manner. And when we're having multiple list of values and we are iterating those values, and if you want to print the employee,
Mm-hmm.
so we can like normal, it will override the toString method and that's the value of the employee
Mm-hmm.
manner in a sequence.
Okay. So here, Shravan, you could have answered this in this way, right?
Okay.
If
Okay.
we are not overriding toString method, what happens is when you try to print, say, your employee object, it will not print anything meaningful. So what
Yeah.
it does is it will print the name
Reference.
of class and after at the rate it will print the hash code. Okay.
Yeah. It will
Those
print the
values are not human readable and they are of no use, right? Compiler understands it, but we won't. We don't.
yes.
So to print that information, we will override toString method. So whenever we are printing our employee object,
Okay.
it will print some meaningful information,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. If you do not override the string, nothing usually gives the reference of that.
Yeah. So, do you know what is the difference between double equal and dot equals method?
Yes.
Yeah. Can
So,
you tell me that?
normally double equal to method usually compare the reference of the strings.
Hmm.
And dot equals method will compares the value present inside the string.
Okay, so
Normal,
it
yeah.
it is related only to string.
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we can compare any values inside.
Yeah. So when will you use dot equals method and when will you use double equal to?
Okay. Uh, that okay. So normally, if I want to compare two object references, for example, if I have a set of values, and if I need to
Mm-hmm.
add the values to that set normally, and
Uh-huh.
basically set accepts only unique values, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there is one contract called as for equals in hash code. So if the hash codes of the two classes are equal,
Mm-hmm.
then uh, uh, then the values present must be equal. And if the hash codes are different, if the hash codes are same, they can
Mm-hmm.
also the values can be different.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to so normally when we want to add the value skill set with the different new classes, so we usually do that by dot equals method to exactly compare the values present inside those
Mm-hmm.
objects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you could have answered this when we want to compare the references. Reference means that both are pointing to same memory. Okay. So
Okay.
by default, equal to is applied when you don't override dot equals method. Okay.
Okay.
So it will only give you true when both the
Reference.
references are pointing to same object. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But when we want to compare things meaningfully, for example, say our student object is there. For us, we just want to check their roll numbers. If roll numbers are same, then these students are equal. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. A student can be enrolled in maths class and a student can be enrolled in chemistry class. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And what will happen when we create object of maths class, there will be a student with that roll number. Okay. But a different object. And when we create an object of chemistry class, there will be a student object with that same roll number, but that will be in some other memory location. Okay.
Okay.
So when we try to do equal to
It will
double
return.
equal, okay, at that time it will not give us true
Yeah.
because
It
they
will.
are pointing to different memory locations. But
Yes.
if you have overridden your dot equals method to check only roll numbers, so what we will do, we will check the roll number of maths class student and we will check the roll number of chemistry class student, and then they will be equal because their roll number is equal. So the
Yeah.
system will come to know that this is the same student,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Shravan, for now, we will stop our question answers here itself. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And what we will do, we will take another interview. Okay.
Okay.
When you are better prepared, right? So, what I can see, you have read it, you have the knowledge, only thing that you need to practice is framing your answers, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you have that knowledge, and I can see the effort to give the answer. But what you have to do, you will have to start practicing framing your answers. Okay.
Okay.
So try to write your answers. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when we upload this interview on YouTube, okay, go ahead
Okay.
and check and try to answer the same question and see if you are able to answer better. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then we can schedule another interview. Okay. Whenever
Okay.
you are better prepared, whenever you feel that you are better prepared now, we can take one more interview that will be much harder than this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that time I will try to ask more complex questions, more complex programs. Okay.
Okay.
And I would like to ask you, do you have any advice for people who will be giving mock interviews next?
Uh, like uh, like as you said, I am in, like I know the answer, but I could not frame the answers how to give, right. So they can give the better way. If they know the answer, give it with the example to the answer.
Yeah.
So even if they don't know actually the
Mm-hmm.
terms which are used, they give the
Yeah.
answer with an example. So
Mm-hmm.
as you mentioned, the interviewer can get the aspect of he knows the knowledge of where to implement or where to use the particular
Yeah.
specification of it.
Yeah. So would you recommend giving mock interviews, or would you want people to directly face interviews?
No, this is my first mock interview.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I did not give interviews for the past 1.5 year.
Yeah.
So this helps me to frame my answers better and use this opportunity to give my later interviews better with
Yeah.
proper examples and proper answers with the on point answers, I would say. I'm not going to other way. I can give the exact answers to what the interview asks.
Yeah. Okay. So, Shravan, I would like to again thank you for joining before time. Okay. That shows that you are serious about your preparation. Okay.
Yeah,
And that leaves a very, very good impact on your interviewer.
yeah. And also,
Okay.
thanks for this opportunity, Mahendra. And I would like to thank you.
Yeah.
And do you have any suggestions for me, like in this preparation?
Yeah. So, suggestions would be, see, as I can see, I think you are using your personal laptop. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Which might be a bit older, right? So your camera quality is okay, it is not very good. So whenever we are giving interview, right,
Okay.
try to have a better camera. So what
Okay.
you can do, you can buy a webcam, or you can try to find out application which can help you use your mobile camera for
Okay.
interview. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Secondly, try whenever you are thinking, right, you start looking towards the roof. Okay.
Okay.
That is human tendency, that is not an issue, but
Yeah.
it somehow makes me feel that you are not that confident. Okay.
Okay.
So try to look into camera only,
Okay.
or do one thing. For such cases, have a pen and paper with you, and
Okay.
whenever you are trying to think, right,
Yeah.
tell the interviewer that I'm trying to think, I'm trying to write something. Even in
Okay.
face to face interview, you can do one thing, you can start writing on your paper.
Okay.
Okay, instead of looking towards the roof. Okay, this
Okay.
happens when we are in college, right?
Yeah.
Once you are in IT already, you have been working in a company. Say you are presenting something to client and you have forgotten something, then you start looking at the roof, right? It doesn't leave a good impact.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so first is camera quality. That
Okay.
is nice to have, right? If my
Yeah.
visuals are proper, if they are appealing, it leaves a good impact.
Okay.
Secondly, don't look towards the roof. Okay. Third
Okay.
suggestion that I had given you when you were writing the program, that if you are thinking something, let your interviewer know that you are thinking something,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Shravan, and I'm looking forward to take another interview where you are well prepared and you will perform way better than this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.